So we'll see. Now, to the story of the century.
Uh-oh.
Miss Onijah Robinson. So I've been really excited about this story. Brad, have you heard of Onijah Robinson?
Onijah Robinson?
Yes.
No idea.
Onijah Robinson is a young woman.
Do you know, has Michael heard of this person?
Yeah, he's been laughing on this the whole time.
I did 30 minutes of diligence on it. And it was the best time I've ever spent.
So this video is going to be a little long because it's going to consolidate a lot of her clips. Onijah Robinson's a young woman from the Bronx who fell in love with a Pakistani man.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
And
19-year-old.
Pakistani.
She's 33. Yep.
And she moved there to be with him, and he does not want to be with her now. And so she is refusing to leave Pakistan, and she's making a big, I don't want to call it a stink about it, but she's making a big deal about it. And we're going to see.
It's Pakistan. It stinks.
About the American woman who flew to Pakistan and was ghosted by her teen husband. 30 Onijah Robinson from New York flew to Karachi, Pakistan in October of 2024 to marry her 19-year-old online boyfriend, Nadal Ahmed Memon. Once she got there, though, Memon's family forbade them from tying the knot, and now she's refusing to leave the country.
I don't live here, I'm chilling.
Robinson has since caused a media stir, claiming that she and Memon actually are married, and also making demands from the government that they give her money and invest in local housing.
Pakistan needs to be reconstructed the right way. Do you hear me, guys? Make sure y'all get this on your camera. I'm married to Nidel Hamid. I'm Onijah Hamid. We are moving to Dubai very soon. We're going to have our baby in Dubai. I want 20K up front, 5K to 10K to stay here every week.
Every week.
I just move, me and my family. And I want those demands from the government right away. I want these houses to be built up correctly. And I want pools in the backyard.
With her newfound fame, Robinson appears to be living large in the foreign land, sipping on tea, counting wads of cash, and dining at McDonald's. Meanwhile, The Independent reported that a man claiming to be Robinson's son gave an interview with Pakistan.
All right. I mean, go ahead.
Well, what was her demand? What was she asking for weekly?
20 grand up front and 5 to 10 grand every week.
Oh, okay. From the Pakistan.
US dollars.
That's great. So, Charles, I just want, as you're watching that, I want you to know that that's what you sound like when you're talking about housing.
No, that is okay. So, I mean, there's really not much to say about this. This story has just captivated like I've been so focused on this for the past like 4 or 5 days. I don't know why. It is so funny. This woman, as they said, moved there. And what ended up the story was that she got there. They got married online, allegedly. She got there. The kid saw her. He's like, I don't want to be married to you. He left. His parents were like, no, this isn't happening. Took him away. And then she said, I'm going to stay in like, it's kind of like a basement area of their apartment building. And I'm not leaving until the government gives me $20,000 a week. And she stayed there and has been there ever since. And for some reason, whenever she calls a press conference, they like bring 30 cameras and she gets to hold these press conferences and talk about how she wants to rebuild Pakistan.
I mean, is it that boring over there? Like there's nothing else going on. There's not like scuffles on the border with India that they need to be covering. Why are they covering her? I mean, she's from the Bronx. Mm. She's just a Bronx queen, and that's the Bronx queen attitude. And if they're not careful, there's going to be a lot more Bronx queens over there. And they're going to fucking wreck house on Pakistan.
And another crazy part is I've been really watching all this. So I go on all the videos on Instagram and then you look in the comments and you have Americans saying like, this is so embarrassing, blah, blah, blah. But you have an overwhelming number of Pakistanis who are like, we love her. She's elevating our country. Like we need her. And I'm like, wait a minute. Like what is going on right now? So this has been a very interesting thing. And so I'm curious, you guys might just be able to go to any third world country, a developing nation, and just say like, you're not leaving and you demand 20K from the government in USD and become famous.
I do not have that Bronx queen energy. I could not get away with that.
So when I first started watching these videos, I was like laughing and I was like, am I making fun of somebody with like mental problems. And then I was like, actually, no. Actually, hear me out. I think she's a genius.
Do tell.
What's his name? Nakbal Muhammad doesn't exist. Does not exist. Where is he?
He's not appeared once. Not once.
That guy doesn't exist. She's building a massive social media following off of this. Probably millions and millions and millions of subscribers. And she's going to make a bunch of money off of that. So I think she's a genius. And I want more of this. We need more of this all the time.
I did not think of that theory, but you're right. He's not appeared once. No family member has appeared once. The news hasn't been able to find them. So maybe they don't exist. And there was one video where she was eating McDonald's with one hand and her phone in the other. And somebody came and shook her hand to thank her. And she shook their hand with the hand she was eating with. And then she put the phone in that hand and then started eating with the other hand. And people in the comments were like, see, she's not crazy. She knows, like, she's not eating after she shook his hand. So that was the occasion.
Yeah, that's dangerous. You don't want to do that.
I mean,
did you see all the videos of people, of other men in Pakistan saying they want to marry her?
yes.
Well, my theory might fall apart because I don't know if she has social media accounts, but that's what I'm going to believe, that she's actually a genius. She's a social media genius. She concocted this whole story. She went over there and she's blowing it up, and she's going to make a bunch of money because she's going to be a celebrity.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she gets a reality show out after this, or like, and she did get some money from the government. They gave her some. I don't know how much, but she was
anything to shut her up. They're gonna fold for sure. Just please.
Didn't they offer to like pay for her plane ticket to Dubai and they're like trying to get her out of there?
They offered her a plane ticket to Dubai, a plane ticket back to New York. She rejected both, and some other things, and she said no. And whenever they ask her, like, well, what are you doing? What's the plan? She's like, it's against my religion to tell y'all my business. And so,
fucking amazing. That's so good.
And last point, the best point of it all, her McDonald's order: 2 large fries. 2 large fries. Let's go.
That's it? Just 2 large fries?
That's it. That's it.
That's a lot of seed oils. That's probably why she's acting this way. Well, how do you spell it then?
They don't use seed oils in Pakistan.
How do you they do?
Onijah.
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 It's an E.
Okay. Let's see.